Howdy all, welcome to part 38 and we're now getting ready to finally take on the Elite Four, and I'm going to warn you now, I suck. So once you've gotten all 8 gym badges from across the region, this guy will move to one side and enable you to take on the gym, well, not the gym leaders, what the hell am I talking about, we've beaten all them. Take on the Elite Four, the strongest trainers in the region. And don't underestimate these guys, they're really tough. My rival was nothing compared to these guys. And I'm gonna come straight out and say that I actually admittedly did struggle a little bit because, well, I went into this thinking, oh, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be fine. No, these guys are the Elite Four for a reason. And given that I'm only using water types, that makes the challenge a little bit tougher. So the first of the Elite Four is Aaron. And he starts out with Dustox. Yes, I did some grinding. I've mentioned already that I was going to do some grinding before I took on the Elite Four. I don't know why, but I thought level 48 was a good number to go with, and I was completely wrong about that. I should have done some more grinding because even at level 48 it wasn't easy. So particularly later battles actually. So I always start out with Mumble because Stealth Rock could come in great handy, and it kind of goes without saying Stealth Rock is awesome. But Mumble also has Pluck, which is very effective against bug types. Unfortunately, Dustox is a double teaming whore. I hate Pokemon that do this because they just spam the fuck out of double team and then you end up struggling, you know, trying to hit them. Oh, for goodness sake, I kind of saw that one coming. Dustox isn't really that big of a threat. The only problem is that bloody double team move. In Platinum, I think the first Pokemon Aaron starts out with is actually a Yanmega, which wasn't introduced in this game. And Yanmega has speed boost as well, on top of being a double teaming horse, so I'd suppose to some degree Yanmega is slightly worse. Dustox is also a part poison type, but because Mumble's part steel type, Dustox won't be able to do anything on the poison front. I think the plan was to use Steel Wing and just to bring things down just a little bit. But unfortunately, Aaron is being a prick. A double teaming prick. Yes, he does this. This is his thing. With Dustox, he loves to just spam the fuck out of double team, and you will get sick of the sight of double team and not being able to hit the darn thing. Luckily, I got lucky then. But I still need to hit him one more time, hopefully without him healing, in order to get rid of Dustox. But Dustox really isn't that much of a problem. It's just that double teaming is annoying more than anything else. If you've got like a move like Aerial Ace, then double teaming is kind of rendered pointless because Aerial Ace will always hit no matter what. So that's something to bear in mind. I'm keeping Pluck. I mean, I know it's not a strong move, but Pluck, well, it can come in handy. It can get rid of berries if anyone else decides that they're going to slap one on. So I think the Elite Four decides to use a citrus berry on each of their strongest. So we have Heracross here. Heracross is a bug fighting type. And thankfully it's not going in with a rock slide like the rivals Heracross did, because that was embarrassing. Well, it can use close combat because it's not going to do that much to Miles, and it really all it's doing is it's lowering its defense, making it much easier to take out. Heracrosses are quad weak to flying type Pokemon, so shit. I didn't want that to happen. Oh god. Please survive, thank you. Yeah, Heracross is, he's not a pushover. Let's just say that. For this part, I will be putting the Aaron fight and the Bertha fight in the same video, but for Flint, Lucian and the champion, I will be separating them into separate videos because it actually took me quite a bit longer than what I thought it was gonna. So next up we have Vespiquen, and there was an easier way that I could have taken care of this thing because this thing is part flying type. Look at how much Stealth Rock takes off of Vespiquen. I should have just gone straight in there with a fly and just not worried. But because I panicked and thought, oh, I have to roost, I have to heal, I gave Vespiquen a chance to heal. I could have taken this thing out, well, in maybe 2 turns, possibly, I'm not sure. But because I decided to just waste my turns on healing with Roost, I gave Vespiquen a chance to heal, and I'm just looking at this now, face palming, wishing that I'd just gone straight in for the kill. That would have taken care of Vespiquen quite easily, because Vespiquen, I'd probably argue, is the biggest pain on the arse on Aaron's team. Purely because it can heal. It's a bug flying type, so maybe you can utilise something to your advantage there. It knows attack order, heal order, defend order, so you know it's very versatile. It can attack you. It also knows power gem, and that's a rock type move, so that would really hurt, like miles. It would really hurt. It could also boost its own defense and heal itself, so that's kind of the reason why Vespiquen is the biggest pain in the arse on Aaron's team, in my opinion. All the others are, I don't have as much of a problem with the others. Just this fucking thing. I don't like healers, and I really should have grinded some more. Oh my god, I suck at the Elite Four in this playthrough. I'm normally not this bad. I really am normally not this bad. I just got so bored of grinding. I was like, wait, I want to give it a go. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I want to get this game over and done with. And boy, did I learn the hard way. Most of this fight literally is just going to be me fighting this thing. Well, most of the 15 minutes or so where I'm fighting Aaron, it's going to be me fighting this thing. Because I was stupid and didn't just go in for the kill straight away when I should have done. Now look, I can't barely dish out any damage against this thing because of how much defense it's boosted. Oh. Now a move like Taunt would work quite well against Vespiquen, because it would prevent it from healing and from boosting its defense. So if you have Taunt, that's something to bear in mind when you're fighting this thing. Otherwise it's just kind of meh. I mean, there are Pokemon that gave me more grief in other Pokemon games. Miltank. Miltank in Soul Silver, my god. I would have made it so easy for myself if I had used Taunt in that battle as well, but I didn't. But in all honesty, Vespiquen isn't as bad as that, but she's still, you know, it's still a pain in the rear end. Look, all those flies I used, and I've only got it down to half health, and now the fucker's healing again. Which means that everything I've done is for nothing, because heal order heals an enormous amount of health. And the sound cable was acting up again. Pain in the arse when it decides to do that when I'm actually recording the Elite Four. Shockwave. So much for being super effective. And yeah, admittedly I was having quite a bit of trouble with the sound cable in this part, so I do apologise about that. I'm kind of disappointed that the Elite Four didn't get their own theme, because in this game their theme is exactly the same as the gym leader's theme, and while it is incredible music, in my mind, it would have been nice if they had their own theme. I mean, just listen to the Gen 3 Elite Four theme. Fantastic! Absolutely love it. Fantastic theme. I don't foresee Miles doing any good in this battle. I can foresee me needing to switch Miles out in order to do anything to this thing now, because I've just wasted too much time. I literally was going through this battle and thinking I should probably restart. I probably really screwed myself over by not just attacking it when it used, you know, when Stealth Rock cut it down to half health. But I was determined. I really wanted to stick with this and see how well I got on, to see if I could actually bring this thing down. Also, on a side, somewhat unrelated note, I hate wasps. Bees I'm not particularly keen on, but I can live with them, and I wouldn't want them to be gotten rid of or anything, or to die off. Wasps can go to fucking hell. I hate the fuckers. I'm not quite sure how we're going to be getting on with Annabeth. I'm probably assuming that Annabeth's going to be knocked out. But oh my god! Yikes! Right, I'm going to go for the Toxic. I don't care if Annabeth gets knocked out. This thing is causing me more grief than any of the other Pokemon that this guy has on his team. Not worried about anything else this guy has to throw at me. This thing, however, is peeing me off with its heal order and all that nonsense, so we need to get rid of that. So I don't care about sacrificing Annabeth. In fact, I probably do that a lot in this Elite Four. You know, just sacrifice Annabeth just so I can poison a particularly bothersome Pokemon. So I'm going to see how Donald gets on. I'll mainly, I think Attack Order is probably going to hurt Donald, but I just want to screech the thing. Really hurt it. Well, hurt its defences, not so much hurt it, but hurt its defences. Okay, Attack Order doesn't do, oh yeah, of course it doesn't. I keep forgetting, Donald's just a plain old water type. The fact that it can learn psychic type moves is just a nice little extra. It's not a water psychic type. Why do I keep forgetting that? Donald's been around, well, not Donald, it's himself, but Golduck's been around for how long now? Yeah. Admittedly, the first two fights against, you know, the first two Elite Four members weren't that bad. I didn't really item spam that much, but then I get to the last three fights and I was like, I should have ground some more, but I'm determined. I don't want to have to do it all again. And yes, laziness spoke up that day. You can win if you're rich. If you're poor, then well. Well, that's not surprising, actually, thinking about it. If you're poor, you never fucking win at anything. No, I'm not bitter. I'm just bitter. Right. That gets rid of Vespiquen, finally. Fucker. Making my life difficult. Mean, mean little thing. So, next up we have Beautifly. Beautifly is also bug flying, and I think I learnt my lesson from Vespiquen. Stealth Rock also took off half of Beautifly's health as well, but the good news is I don't think Beautifly has something that can heal it, so it's just a case of going in with something really strong so I can take it out. And yeah, Beautifly is not an issue at all. And finally we got Drapion, and initially I was a bit confused. I don't know why I forgot that ground type is its weakness. Because it's not a bug type like all the other Pokemon. It's a poison dark type. I should have gone over to Jelly for this, and I didn't for whatever reason. Because Drapion is weak against ground type moves. But whatever the case, I figured I'd try and see what Luigi could do against it. I'm not quite sure why. Perhaps I thought that ice was its weakness. If that happens, sometimes I get confused. But no, ground type moves are what you want to hit Drapion with, if you have them. I think Drapion's is strongest as well, so that doesn't help matters. So I'm going to go with a waterfall because that's the most powerful thing I have. Obviously, I've realised at this point that I went with the wrong Pokemon here. And of course, Drapion has a citrus berry. What fun. So I'm gonna it's gonna Ice Fang me again. Prick. Oh yeah, now I remember, he has Ice Fang, so yeah, it counteracts ground type moves. It's a weakness covering thing. It wouldn't do much good against Jelly because Jelly's part water type, but you know, he's gonna heal. I can see it coming. Yeah, I know the first league victory doesn't come easily. Normally when I play a 4th gen Pokemon game, I generally don't have any issue with Aaron. Aaron's not that hard. But then again, this is the first time I've done a mono-type run. So, obviously I'm finding issues that never used to exist. I don't care if Drapion knocks Luigi out at this point. It'd give me a chance to switch over to Jelly if anything else. Mind you, if it didn't hit with that cross poison, then Luigi would have won, but oh well. Shit happens. That is why you buy shit tons of revives. So let's get Jelly out there to finish the job. Okay. Odd choice of attack, but okay. Critical hit, you beast. I never actually went out of my way to go and find Earthquake, but I believe I pointed it out before. It's in Wayward Cave. There's this... It's hidden underneath the cycling road, and there's a ton of strength boulders in the way. If you move them, you can go into the cave further in, and that is where Earthquake is. I'm honestly astonished that I didn't think to go and get Earthquake, because Earthquake is a powerful move, much better than Dig. Though Dig has its uses, I will be fair. So we've beaten the first Elite Four member. Well, I've beaten the first Elite Four member. Made it look tougher than what it actually is. Normally I never have a problem with Aaron when I'm playing the game regularly without, you know, using only one type of Pokemon. Come on, I've got to have something to blame it on. Other than, you know, the fact that I'm lazy and didn't do any proper grinding. So you want to heal between each match because you're going to need it. God, these trainers are supposed to be like the toughest. Mind you, the next Elite Four member is Bertha, and I didn't have too much of an issue with her in comparison to the others. I had a much harder time with all the other Elite Four members and the champion. I actually found Bertha to be the easiest one to bring down, but then again, she's a ground type user and I'm using water types, so it's kind of almost to be expected, I suppose you could say. And this isn't, you know, it's just as well that I've packed a shit ton of hyper potions. I think I had bare minimum left. Well, not very many left by the time I got through the Elite Four, because I ended up just thinking, I don't want to do it again, I'm just going to item spam. It's a bitch. Okay. This is Bertha. She uses ground types. She, in my opinion, like I said before, for me, was the easiest one to take out in this particular version of the game. Starts out with Quagsire. It's just as well, really, because I'm starting out with Mumble. So Mumble is going to use Stealth Rock, obviously. Why not set it up now? I always set up Stealth Rock at the beginning. Stealth Rock, a lot of the time, is probably just going to be like there. It's not going to do anything really, but if it can come in handy, then I will so totally use it. Quagsire is a water ground type, so quad weak to grass, which is why I'm sticking with Mumble and using Grass Knot. Provided the fucker doesn't protect again. There we go. Look at that dopey grin. You gotta love Quagsire. Oh, nearly a one-hit KO. Nearly. I don't think Sandstorm hits Mumble, if I remember rightly. Mumble is part Steel type, and I don't think Sandstorm hits Steel types. Well, and by that I mean dishes out damage every turn, kind of like Hail does. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, but it's not a problem. Quagsire is not a threat. I actually remember Bertha being a little bit tougher in Platinum, though that might have just been because I had a harder time trying to bring down her Glyce score, which is not available in Diamond and Pearl. Because that thing is weak to only Ice types, if I remember rightly, and when I went up against it before, it took out my only bloody Ice type. That's a pain in the rear. Sometimes it's not always the best thing to just have one Pokemon with one type of move that hits hard. So I'm going to switch out because I'm going to need Mumble for another Pokemon that this lady has. Jelly, obviously, I'm going with the Rain Dance Muddy Water combo, plus Jelly can't get hit by Sandstorm either because she's part ground type. See, I wasn't dumb when I sent Jelly in. I could have sent any water type in, but Jelly was obviously the most sensible choice because of that extra ground type and extra immunity. Hopefully she don't get knocked out. It's worth noting that obviously each and every one of the Elite Four members do get gradually stronger. So, oh god, even with Rain Dance, that doesn't take out Hippowdon. And I think Hippowdon is her strongest because otherwise it wouldn't have a Citrus Berry on it. I'm kind of glad it did have Citrus Berry in there, you know, and that it used it, because that means, well, it saves me from worrying about Bertha healing it herself. Curse can be an irritating move, but in all honesty, it's not going to do much good for Bertha here. Bye bye, Hippowdon. Fuck you. And with that, now we've got 3 more to go. Like I said, Bertha's not tricky. Bertha's probably the easiest one for me, you know, in this particular playthrough. Sudowoodo is actually a rock type, it's not a ground type at all. But either way, should still go down to Jelly pretty easily, hopefully. Bring it. Excellent, one hit KO. That takes care of that. And then what comes afterwards? I'm trying to remember. What has she got left? Whiscash, okay. I am going to need to go over to Mumble for this because Whiscash is also part water type. Another water ground type, who'd have known? She has 2 of them on her team. Guess she's not stupid. So this thing is also quad weak to grass, which is why Mumble's here. I'll go for another grass knot because that's the only thing I can think of using. I love that steel typing. Just makes so many moves, you know, impossible to really do much, if you can say. It makes Mumble more defensive. I suppose that's the way I should say it. It don't really matter that the rain stopped because, well, you missed. I'm going to go with the steel wing. It's not going to do much, but it is going to bring it down to below half. And that's what I want. So that this grass knot should hopefully knock it out. Right, it's grass knot, yeah? And that should take care of you. Oh god, it doesn't? She's gonna heal it. I saw that one coming. I'm astonished. I really am astonished at that, actually. I thought for sure that would knock it out. Oh well. I'll just go with 3 grass knots then. I'm pretty sure because she's used just two healing items, she won't heal anymore. Now it uses Fisher. God. Hang in there, Mumble. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah, Fisher's a one-hit KO move. What the hell was I thinking? Hang in there, Mumble. She was never going to be able to manage it. Okay, Annabeth. Let's do your thing where you like poisoning people, because you're probably going to be a good option to try and bring Whiscash down. Oh crap, no, you're not. You're not. Abort, abort. Fucking Zen headbutt. Why? Oh. Oh, Annabeth survives. I might just sacrifice her though, just to get a poison jab off. Just some damage. And it doesn't do anything. I forgot that poison types don't do much here. Oh well. Sorry, Annabeth, you've been sacrificed again. Should have named your sacrifice, really, not Annabeth. Okay. Luigi, I'm counting on you. And not quite, but she shouldn't heal it again, so I'm not too worried. Oh god. Okay, the poison kills it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Completely fine. Right, last up is Golem. This shouldn't be an issue because Golem's quad weak to water. So, Luigi, this is all on you. Let's finish this thing off. Waterfall and... yeah, what? Okay. I'm honestly astonished that Golem actually survived that. But she's out of healing items, so who cares? Maybe a Dragon Dance would have made it a one-hit KO, but... oh well. Okay, so that takes care of that. Bertha really wasn't that bad. Bertha was quite straightforward, actually. Next time, I will be heading into the next room to take on the third member of the Elite Four, Flint, master of fire types. And after a bit of healing, I will see you there.